The ingredients are 1 red and 1 green peppers, 1 zucchini, 1 red onion, 2 stalks of celery, I cut them in twos, 2 green onions, 1 clove of garlic, 1 pound of ground turkey, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, a half a cup of sherry wine, 1 pack of oven-ready lasagna noodles, extra virgin olive oil, and salt and pepper to taste. Also, we need a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce and about a cup of Parmesan cheese. For the bechamel sauce, the ingredients are 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 large kitchen spoonful of flour, 1/4 of a chopped onion, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, about 24 ounces of milk, and salt and pepper to taste, but I'm going to use beef bouillon instead. As you can see, I cut the peppers and I peeled the onion and the zucchini. And the onion, besides peeling it, I also took off the first layer. Now we're getting ready to chop everything. All the vegetables have been chopped off, so I'm going to get them ready to saute, starting with the onion and garlic. The oil is being heated, so we're incorporating the onion, green onion, and the regular onion, and the garlic. We're gonna let it cook for a few minutes before we introduce the next set of vegetables. Let's introduce the rest of the vegetables. Okay. And we're going to simmer them for until they're done. We gotta keep on checking. So we basically wanna make them very soft. Also put salt and pepper on the meat before cooking it. The vegetables are transparent, so they're pretty much done. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the meat. We're gonna brown the meat, and once that's finished, we'll introduce the tomato sauce. So the meat is brown and everything seems to be pretty much cooked, so I'm just going to add the tomato sauce. I'm also going to add the oregano at this point and the cumin seed. Not the cumin seed, but the ground cumin. Okay, stir it all together. We're gonna cover it and let it simmer for slow cook for a long time. A long time could be probably another 30 minutes or so. The longer the sauce is cooked, the more tasty, the tastier the lasagna will be. Let's add the wines at this point, and we're gonna let it reduce. So that means it's gonna be simmering a little longer. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes and the alcohol has evaporated, so we can cover it and let it simmer. We're gonna start with the bechamel, so I turn it on to a low medium, and then we're gonna pour some oil again, because first thing we're gonna do is saute the onion. So let's wait for it to heat up. Okay, it's hot enough. We're gonna go ahead and get the onion sauteed. Okay, the onion is transparent more or less. So now we're gonna add the flour, and we want to cook this about 5 minutes because we want the flour being cooked very well. Maybe a little bit less than 5 minutes, but just cook it for a little while. Now we're gonna start adding the milk little by little, and instead of the spoon, we're gonna use the whisking tool. To undo the lumps. Okay, we're gonna add the nutmeg and also the bouillon. Like I said, you can use salt instead. And then we're gonna let it finish up for about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna make, after we have preheated the oven at 375, I'm just gonna start with a layer of meat, the meat sauce first. We're building the lasagna. Okay, so the bottom goes the meat sauce. Then we're gonna do 3 of the noodles, the lasagna noodles, and we're gonna top them off with the bechamel sauce. And we're gonna do the same thing again in the same order to repeat the steps. Okay. The final step on building it, we're just going to spread the cheese evenly on the very top so we can make a crust. Okay. And the amount of cheese that you want to put is up to you. You don't have to put so much. You can put just enough to cover it and make a crust. Okay, ready. So now we're gonna wait for the oven to heat up at 375. I left it 30 minutes, so you can calculate depending on the oven 30 to 40 minutes. But as you can see, it's crusted on the top, so that's should be ready. So let's serve it. Let's see how it came out.